The restricted section of Jurassic World holds secrets that even the most seasoned park staff were never permitted to witness. This forbidden zone remained hidden from the public eye and served as a containment area for specimens deemed too dangerous or experimental for general display. While many visitors believed they had seen every dinosaur the park had to offer, numerous species like the Allosaurus and Carnotaurus were kept tucked away within the dense foliage of Isla Nublar, far from the designated tourist tracks. These predators were never mentioned in promotional materials, suggesting they were part of a secret roster held in reserve for future attractions or scientific study. The existence of Giganotosaurus DNA within the park's records further complicates this mystery, as this genetic material was crucial in the creation of the Indominus Rex. If the park had the complete genome, it is highly probable that a living Giganotosaurus existed within the restricted boundaries, away from the prying eyes of guests who only saw the finalized hybrids through the safety of thick glass fences. Mystery deepens when considering the Spinosaurus, which appeared in various forms across the franchise and was confirmed to exist on the island during the events of Camp Cretaceous. Although a Spinosaurus skeleton was displayed on Main Street, evidence suggests that a live specimen was kept in the restricted section, possibly the same individual encountered years earlier on Isla Sorna. The presence of a Spinosaurus holoscape in the visitor center further hints at it. Official status within the park's internal database. Even more shocking is the inclusion of the Stegoceratops, a hybrid species merging the traits of a Stegosaurus and a Triceratops. While it was cut from the final film, the appearance of its profile on computer screens and early concept art for Sector 5 confirms that Dr. Wu was actively developing multiple hybrid lines simultaneously. These experiments were kept in the restricted section to maintain shock value of the Indominus Rex and to hide the true extent of the genetic manipulation taking place in secret laboratories hidden across the island, away from public view. Perhaps the most terrifying inhabitant of the restricted section was the Scorpius Rex, known by the code name E750. This specimen was the first true hybrid created by Henry Wu, and was so volatile that even Simon Masrani ordered its destruction. Instead of following orders, Wu placed the creature in stasis within the island's hidden tunnels, where it remained until the park's eventual collapse. The Scorpius Rex represented a major shift in genetic engineering, predating the Indominus Rex and serving as a prototype for predatory hybrids. Other creatures like the giant prehistoric crocodile known as Dinousuchus also left their mark, as evidenced by skeletal remains found later. This massive reptile was likely another project kept away from the public eye, possibly used for its unique DNA traits. The restricted section acted as a graveyard of failed experiments and future terrors, ranging from the Tarbosaurus to the Monolophosaurus, all of which lived in the shadows of the park until chaos allowed them to claim the island for themselves. While Masrani Global lied about the origin of these creatures, the truth eventually came out. One of the most fascinating theories regarding hidden assets in the restricted section involved the legendary Ultimasaurus, which originally appeared in the Chaos Effect toy line. Although not officially recognized in the film canon, this hybrid monstrosity combined the genetics of several apex predators including Tyrannosaurus and Triceratops into a single unstoppable creature. Fans have long debated whether Dr. Wu attempted such an extreme experiment in his secret labs, especially given the similarities in design to the Indominus Rex. Another creature that often sparks discussion is the Titanoboa, the massive prehistoric snake. While it has appeared in various Jurassic World games, the evidence for a living specimen on the island is limited to Dr. Wu's use of snake DNA for heat-sensing abilities in the Scorpius and Indominus Rex lines. However, the presence of smaller snakes in his laboratory suggests that he was certainly interested in the genetic potential of reptiles beyond the dinosaurs themselves. These theories highlight the terrifying possibilities of what could be lurking in the unexplored corners of Sector 5, where moral boundaries were ignored for the sake of corporate progress. The restricted section also likely housed the Tarbosaurus, a massive predator that shares a lineage with the Tyrannosaurus Rex, appearing in supplementary media like The Hidden Adventure. This dinosaur was never revealed to the public during the park's operational years, and lived a solitary life in the wilderness, until the volcanic eruption changed everything. Alongside it were smaller but no less deadly species like the Monolophosaurus, which lacked a formal enclosure in public areas of Jurassic World, and was only discovered long after the staff had fled. Perhaps the most significant revelation about the restricted section is that Paddock 11 was intentionally kept away from visitors to hide the development of the Indominus Rex. Masrani Global misled the public by claiming the hybrid was born in the Hammond Creation Lab, but in reality it was engineered in a secret field genetics lab far from oversight. This pattern of deception suggests that many other aquatic reptiles and experimental hybrids could have been bred in secret locations that we are only now beginning to uncover as we piece together the true history of what happened behind the locked gates of the most dangerous theme park ever built. The deception of the park administration becomes even clearer when examining the facilities used for these genetic experiments. While visitors were encouraged to watch the birth of dinosaurs in the Hammond Creation Lab, the most dangerous and secretive projects took place in the field genetics lab hidden deep within the restricted section. This separation allowed the scientists to bypass public ethics and safety protocols, leading to the creation of the Indominus Rex and other undisclosed hybrids. There is also evidence suggesting that the park may have cloned various marine reptiles and aquatic dinosaurs that were never revealed in the lagoon for the general audience. If Masrani Global could lie about the origins of their flagship attractions, then the true scale of their biological inventory remains a mystery hidden beneath the layers of corporate security and dense jungle cover, where experiments were conducted without oversight. The restricted section served as the true heart of the park, where the most terrifying genetic secrets were kept until they eventually escaped. The birth of creatures like the Mosasaurus might have been just the beginning of a larger project to dominate the prehistoric oceans, as many investigators have pointed out that aquatic specimens require specialized care and environments not found in public areas. The possibility of hidden marine facilities beneath the island's surface or in remote coastal zones remains a primary topic for those studying the history of Isla. Nublar. The restricted section stands as a monument to human ambition and the inevitable chaos that follows when nature is treated as a commodity to be modified and hidden away from the world. As we analyze the remnants of the park, it becomes obvious that what we saw on screen was only a fraction of the total biological diversity engineered by Henry Wu and his team. The legacy of Jurassic World is defined by these shadows, where the most dangerous predators were born and where the ultimate fate of the island's residents was decided long before the volcano erupted, leaving us with more questions than answers about what truly lived in the dark. The impact of hiding such massive operations from the public cannot be understated, as it created a false sense of security for everyone on the island. By establishing separate facilities like the field genetics lab, Dr. Wu ensured that his most controversial work remained invisible to the visitors and even the park's board of directors. This level of secrecy suggests that the restricted section was not just a storage area, but a fully functional secondary park where rules were ignored and experimentation knew no bounds. The discovery of remains belonging to massive marine reptiles that were never intended for the public lagoon points to an even larger scope of aquatic research that might have been taking place in specialized tanks or hidden coastal lagoons. The sheer scale of these operations indicates that Jurassic World was far more than a theme park. It was a global testing ground for genetic engineering, where the line between natural restoration and artificial creation was permanently blurred beyond the reach of normal safety standards as scientists pushed boundaries in silence. As we conclude this exploration into the shadows of the forbidden zones, it is clear that the mysteries of Isla Nublar continue to surprise us with every new piece of evidence uncovered by researchers and fans alike. The dedication of the community in solving these prehistoric puzzles is what keeps the history of the park alive and ensures that the lessons learned from these genetic failures are never forgotten. Special thanks go out to the loyal supporters and members who help maintain the flow of information and keep the fences powered so that we can continue to bring these secrets to light. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the restricted section and the hidden dinosaurs of the park, be sure to support the ongoing research and join the conversation about what other surprises might still be buried in the ruins of the islands. And remember that while the gates may be closed, the stories of what lived within them will continue to fascinate and terrify us for generations to come. Catch you later for more discoveries from the lost world where ancient giants still walk in the dark corners of our imagination. To help support the creation of these historical archives, we rely on platforms that allow us to share these findings effectively with the world. Tools that enable the building of digital spaces for paleontology enthusiasts and fans are essential for keeping these stories accessible and engaging for a global audience. By utilizing professional resources, we can design and manage our research logs more efficiently than ever before, making it easy to launch new projects or blogs about fossil hunting and prehistoric discoveries. Your support through likes and subscriptions helps ensure that we can continue to uncover the truths hidden behind the restricted gates and provide in-depth analysis of the creatures that once ruled the earth. Stay curious and keep searching for the answers to the many mysteries that still remain hidden within the lore of the Jurassic era as we look forward to the next chapter of our journey into the prehistoric past.